I am smoking some apache, and what's coming through is like the woman from Peru. When I was in Peru taking ayahuasca, and she's from Argentina, right? She was paying attention to a guy that paid her no mind, right? But she was focused on his money or his status, right? Because he was older. So she thought he had more experience, but he wasn't even focused on her. So he was paying attention to a guy that wasn't on your mind, he wasn't on your mind. You wasn't on his mind, that passed you by. His focus was on the Queen of Queens, and he was focused on what his what he has. I saw that. Now I'm remembering I wasn't paying attention to signs, but so you were focused on him, he was focused on Dada, and I was focused on you. But you didn't want me because you thought you were better than me. And you went after the wrong things. That's why you're 33 and you still don't have any kids. And when I took ayahuasca, that is what you needed to ascension. You needed kids, you needed to settle down, to help you to ascend, advance, to reach the next level. And you refuse to love, right? You refuse. So someone who loves you, someone who has something inside that's more valuable, you threw it away. What you were focused on was 30,000 likes, some people liking your photo on Instagram, the same people who doesn't give a shit or don't even know you, right? And you took ayahuasca 30 times, you went to 30 ceremonies, and yet you haven't learned a damn thing. That's sad. What a tragedy, Anise. What a tragedy. What the hell was wrong with me? When I was a kid, I wanted things to end. I was like, I was done a long time ago. I'm not talking about suicidal thoughts. I'm talking about I was done because I saw things for what it was. Same old, same shit, just repeated old hits on the radio station. Nothing new under the sun. Countless being disappointed, heartbroken. You know, it changes a man. It changes your soul. You can't walk down the path without being changed by the journey. These things needs to happen. How would you know if you didn't walk the path, right? Or how would you know? It comes with the territory. Do you know how painful it is? Do you know how psychotic it is to come back and repeat the same level of torture over and over and over again? Do you know what that does to you? You will go insane. I talk about, I was talking about my friend's brother, Mesa. How don't you get lonely? Why, like, how doesn't, you don't get lonely? You live by yourself, you work a lot, you don't even spend time for family. You travel a lot to go to Dominican Republic to see your girlfriend, but you don't even have kids or you plan to settle down. You got married, I think, something like that. Like, doesn't that like, it doesn't bother you? It doesn't like hit you to your core? To come home every day and to hear silence? Like, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with having peace of mind silence, but there's a beauty to having kids. There's a beauty to having someone there, to having a family, people that you can trust, people that loves you, man. And you threw it all away. You threw it all away. You, your mother, your sister threw it all in the garbage, all in the trash. There's people who don't have a glimpse of that. And if they get a tiny piece of, of a crumb or a piece of bread, they're grateful, man. They will kiss the ground on the, well, they'll kiss your feet. They'll kiss the ground that you walk. They will kiss the dirt and say, thanks to the Most High. Because they know where they came from, man. They came from nothing. And you just throw it away. This is why people will have to go through a lot of pain. Souls will have to go through a lot of pain. Because that's the only way they will learn that love ain't for sale, man. Love ain't for sale. Love ain't weak. Love is really ain't dumb, stupid, or slow. What happens when the person wakes up? What happens when the sleeping giant wakes up? What happens when they discover who they are or know their value? You're fucked. You will be left in the dust. When you're alive, they hate you. When you're dead, they love you. If it takes for someone to die so you can listen, then I shouldn't have been around you in the first place. Because you didn't value me in the first place. This is why I say I don't affiliate myself with ugly people. I don't associate myself with terrorists. I don't negotiate with terrorists. The other day at work, I don't know if I put this in my video, I was calling a woman Anna, something like that. I asked the people in the office, what's your name? Because I had to take out the trash, because I had to do my job. And they said Anne Marie. I said, is that her first name, last name? What is that? That's her whole first name. I'm like, okay, cool. So I call her name out. She, and it was pretty strong enough. It wasn't like, right? But I wasn't going to yell out loud again. As you hear me talking, I'm talking loud enough, right? You think she didn't hear me? Of course she heard me. You see, what I've noticed with women, they don't respect the average men or men in general. They don't respect you. And you have to demand respect. I've noticed that in this frequency. This is something that happens all the time. For me, going through so much, I don't tolerate no bullshit. I tolerate no nonsense. I'm not that guy. I don't know. I ain't putting up with it. I'm tired. So this is what I do. This is what I say. I said, let's try this again. The women heard me, like, whoa. They're like, they started giggling, laughing, because they knew what she was doing. So I went up to her, right? You think I was gonna show her respect after she disrespected me? No, you don't deserve that privilege. Like I said, I don't negotiate with terrorists. Like I said, I don't affiliate myself with ugliness, ugly people. Because like there's a saying, God don't like ugly. And that's true. God really doesn't like ugly. Source really doesn't love ugliness. Source doesn't like ugly. And that's true. And I stand on that. So I go up to her and I said, excuse me. She's like, oh, right? The way demanding respect. I know you heard me. The tone. I didn't say I know you heard me, but I said, excuse me. And she understood that I know she knows what she did was wrong. That I know you heard me. Is that trash yours? She says, no. I said, thank you. And I walked away. I took the trash. This is what we're dealing with. Man, if I knew it was going to be this difficult, man, I would have walked away from everything sooner. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 4 years, 20, 21, let's say 21. From 16 to 21, I would have saved my money, bought some land, build my house, and would have left America and never turned back. Do my job, what I was sent to do, what I was born to do, to help humanity, whatever. And that's it. Live the rest of my days in peace. Because that's the only thing that's more valuable, that's important. Everything else is relevant. Everything comes and goes. I'm just tired. I'm tired. I'm wondering when all this will end, when I can stop reincarnating. It's just too much pain. To be alive is pain. If you gain anything from this message, go within and find peace. Even when it's hard, even when it's lonely, find peace. That should be your number one priority, is finding peace.